Hi there, this is Jen, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today I am doing a video to introduce myself as one of the new YouTube designers for the Seven Kids Craft Store. And so I just wanted to give this short intro before my actual video intro. I hope you enjoy. I'm super excited to be on this team. And here we go. So if you haven't been to my channel before, my name is Jen again, and my channel name is Jen Lee. And basically my channel name is a combination of my first name, which is Jennifer, and my middle name, which is Lee. I've had my channel since about January 2017, and that is about the same time that I started card making. So my mom introduced me to card making, but I've always been involved in some kind of craft, and mostly making gifts, paper gifts or media gifts, and giving those to family, friends, and coworkers. Dabbled in a lot of different things throughout the years. I was introduced, like I said, to card making through my mom. She showed me some heat embossing one day, and I was just fascinated with that. And soon after that, I started my YouTube channel. So I kind of learned how to make cards on YouTube, just doing it and making the videos. So I have really enjoyed it. And as far as my style goes, a little bit of everything. I really love lots of different styles of card making. I really like a lot of different techniques. I can say that my favorite product would be stencils. So probably other than stencils, the biggest kind of medium that I have to work with in my craft room is watercolors. So on this channel, you can expect to see a little bit of everything. I like lots of different styles of card making. I dabble in different styles and techniques, and so you will see a variety of different mediums and styles. I really probably lean a lot more towards the mixed media, but I really like my white space on a card as well. And so I like them to look clean. And I'll show you a few examples of some cards that are my favorites. Two of them are recent cards. So this one right here is a recent card. So if you follow me on Instagram or YouTube, you've probably seen these already. But this is an ink on 3 stamp, and this is alcohol ink on the really beautiful black alcohol ink cardstock by Ranger. I really love this rich black color. So this is one of my favorites right now. So that's kind of more of a mixed media style right there. And then this is also a little bit of a mixed media style, mixed with clean, or my version of clean, I guess. So this is super cute elephant, and this is a shimmer powder on the background using craft plastic. So this is kind of an idea of a cutesy card with a little bit of mixed media there as well. And this is stencil, of course. And then this is an older card that I did quite a while ago. This is watercolor on Yupo. And this right here is my favorite stamp of all time. So this is a stencil in this background of this one as well. And there's a few examples of what you can expect to see on my channel. So each of the design team members will be doing a video during the month of July to introduce ourselves and let you know what you can expect from us. Along with that, there's a list of a few questions that we're each going to be kind of going over to help you get to know us and how we create cards. So one of the questions is, how are you able to make time for crafting? For me right now, it's pretty easy because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've been a stay-at-home mom since about February 2019. I did work full-time prior to that. And so now I do my mom stuff, and then I have time for crafting. But sometimes I get up early in the morning before my son is awake, or I will do it after he's in bed. But especially when he's in school, there's a lot of time there outside of my regular mom duties that I'm able to craft. And I'm a stay-at-home mom to my 8-year-old, who is my husband and my son. He has a 10-year-old, so my stepson is 10, and he is here not all of the time. And then I have a 29-year-old son who is out of the house on his own. And so that's pretty much my family. 3 boys. Just me and my dog Pixie are the only girls in the house. So the next question is, what would you say is your crafting superpower? This is kind of a hard one for me, but I finally decided that it would be swatching. So I love to swatch, and I have a book. I use it every time that I make a card. That's how I work. I've always been interested in design. When I was little, I wanted to be an interior designer, and I would watch the design shows. And what really impressed me from watching those shows is how they put together a design, which is a lot of times bringing out like a swatch of carpet, a swatch of drapes, a swatch of paint, flooring, and they had it all together where you can kind of see all the colors. And the swatch book for me is like that. I pull it out every single time to pick my medium, to pick what colors I think will look good together. And it's just a lifesaver for me. I think swatching is beneficial in so many ways, not just in creating your design, but it also lets you get to know your medium before you're actually using it. So for example, watercolors is one of the things that I have probably the most of. But I have several different brands and types of watercolor, and they watercolors don't all react the same on the same piece of paper. So swatching gives me an opportunity to not only see the beautiful colors, but as well it allows me to see how my medium is going to work. It's super beneficial. So my crafting superpower, I'm going to say, is swatching. The next question is, share something personal about yourself that viewers might like to know. So I guess I can tell you where I was born. I was born in China Lake, California, on an Air Force base. And my dad was in the Navy, so he was on kind of a cool fact is my dad was actually stationed on the ship that is in San Diego currently. For the life of me, I can't remember what the ship is called, but me and my husband and my boys went a couple years ago and we toured it because it's kind of like a museum where you can go and tour the ship, and it's actually pretty cool. But anyhow, my dad was stationed on that when he was in the Navy before the ship went out of commission, so that's kind of cool. But that's not my story. So I lived in California until I was about 8 years old. I think I was in between the 3rd and the 4th grade. And my dad got in a really bad motorcycle accident, and so he was discharged as disabled from the service. And at that point, we moved to Arizona. My mom had a family here. My grandparents lived here, and so we went ahead and we moved to Arizona. And I've been here ever since. It is hot, but I love it. I wouldn't trade my dry heat for humidity at all. So the last question is, what is something viewers would be surprised to know about you? And that is that we have 2 bearded dragons. This is Morax. He's about 2 years old. And then we have another dragon who is about 7 months old, and his name is Buddy. And I'm using a voiceover for this part because all I was doing was jibber jabbering and telling him how cute he was. So, and I love talking about my beardies and educating people about beardies. They are awesome pets. They do require a lot of care and feeding, but they are great pets, and they have their own little personalities, and I just think they're super adorable. This right here is Buddy, so he's a 7-month-old. He's got a little bit of a spicy personality, but in general, though, beardies are very mellow and laid back and non-aggressive. So if you ever want to talk about beardies, I would love to talk to you about them. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I encourage you to follow Seven Kids Craft on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. And if you want to check me out as well, you can always catch me on my channel, which is Jen Lee. That is it, Jenlee. So in closing, I just want to say thanks so much for stopping by and getting to know me. Super excited to be a part of this new team, and I can't wait to get started and start sharing cards with you, and also to interact with you over on the Seven Kids Facebook page, as well as Instagram and Pinterest. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I will catch you next time. Oh, he's looking at this. I think he's looking at the flashing light on my camera. You're a cutie. Oh, yes, you are. Look at you. You're so handsome. Can you say hi? Can you just say hi?